All right, party people. This your man Grill. I'm 1,266 billion% done with Starbucks. Ain't messing with them ever again. Ain't buying nothing from them. None of that. Every now and then I might buy their little caramel something, frappuccino, scappuccino, whatever they call it. But now I ain't buying nothing ever again from them. They done got this policy in place that you're not allowed to be in the Starbucks. You can't sit down, you can't use the bathroom, nothing unless you buy something. So normally I would go to a Starbucks, run in real quick, do a scan, probably be there 10 minutes. You can't even do that anymore. You come into their store, you gotta buy something. They don't want people, and the lady came up to me today talking about, you can't hang out here without buying something. I'm like, little girl, you better get away from me. Talking to me like I'm your mama. You talk to your mama like that, don't talk to me like that. I'm serious. I'm like, and I said, I've never heard of that. Talking about, well, this is a new policy since January and we have to enforce it. I'm looking around, I don't see nothing in the store except the code of conduct asking people, to make sure they're polite and all of that kind of stuff, which I am, and I've never been in a Starbucks where there was some mess going on. Everybody's always nice and cordial. They move over and let you sit down next to them and all of that. And now it's, don't come in here unless you buying something. Don't come in here unless you buy something. You can't use the bathroom unless you're buying something. Nothing. So I'm not doing that. I ain't messing with Starbucks no more. I don't want to have no meetings there, any of that. Customer talk about, we're going to meet at Starbucks. I'm not doing it. We'll meet at a library. It's that simple. We'll meet at the library. I'll go over to Ray house in the hood. Be better off there. I'm serious. So, notaries, unless you just like spending money with Starbucks, and if you're a person that don't care for Starbucks, you're going to have to make some alternative plans. Bunch of mess. So I guess Panera Bread will be doing that. Next, I guess the library will probably tell you too. You can't come in here unless you check out a book. I'm serious and stuff. And I actually have started going to the library more. Because one of the reasons why I started going to the library more is because when you go to Starbucks or what's the place? Panera, they just got all this loud music playing. And you can't even have a conversation with the person across from you. They're just blasting this music. And then what's crazy is that you got they got their Starbucks employees yelling and screaming at each other because the music is so loud that they can't even have a decent conversation. That is not a good environment to work in. If you're in Starbucks as an employee, I guarantee you probably are stressed when you leave there because you done spent the last 4 or 5 hours yelling and screaming in the headset and at your colleague because they got the music playing so loud, because they're trying to force people not to be in there. They don't want no one in there. Come in and get out. So we're going to make it uncomfortable. That's why they got those loud, hard chairs. You move the chair, you look at the chair. I'm serious. You can't even move a chair in there without it sounding like it's scratching and digging down into the floor. Then you got the little loud, crappy music they playing. Then you got the daggone employees yelling and screaming. You want a 5 scoop cappuccino for 16 bits of this and that? I'm like, why are y'all yelling? That's what you got all day long. So I don't mess with Starbucks no more, y'all. I'm done with them as of today. Never going back in there again. Customer calls me up. I say, hey, look, meet me at my wife's cosmetology school. We'll do the closing over there. We'll do that because I'm not going into Starbucks. And I'm sure Panera Bread is going to probably start that mess too. Chick-fil-A, all of them probably gonna start that mess. You can't come in here unless you buy. Now they're gonna probably, then if that don't stop you, you know, just to buy something, they ain't gonna be like, you gotta buy a minimum of such and such. This world is getting crazy. I'm serious. This world is getting crazy. And no, I ain't buying no daggone, renting no suite from Regis. No. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.